We're back with another themed inventory. This one was chosen by you guys on the last poll I put up on my channel. A lot of you seem to want an anime and overall Asian themed inventory, so that's what we're going to be going over in this video. Price wise, this isn't going to be one for those of you looking to build something cool on a budget. Many of the anime skins are some of the most expensive ones in the game, and while some can be swapped out for cheaper options, it still will likely be expensive, with the skins shown in this video coming out to nearly £1,500. You'll then have a knife and glove combo on top of this, so be prepared to fork out a lot of money to make this one a reality. But enough about how much it costs, let's kick off and start with our pistols, starting with the Glock Bullet Queen for £8.80 in field tested. On the CT side, we have the USPS, and for this we can either go with the Traitor for £14.50 or the Neo Noir for £16.90, both of these in field tested. The P250 Crimson Kimono is next up for £21.78 in factory new, however the Mint Kimono skin also works for a lot cheaper. The Tech 9 Bamboo Forest works well for £3.99 in minimal wear, and the 5.7 Cami costs us £1.55 in factory new. The Neon Kimono skins could also work for the 5.7, but cost over £250 for minimal wear. The CZ75 Zhang Liu isn't anime or even Japanese for that matter, but I feel it works in this inventory considering the overall Asian theme. Our last two pistol skins are dragon inspired, starting with the Dual Berettas Dueling Dragons for £1.72 in factory new. And lastly, we have the Deagle Kamicho Dragon for £14.24 in field tested. Before we continue any further, I want to give a shout out to my jewellery brand, the Metzi Collective. We're currently running a summer giveaway as well as a 20% off site-wide sale until the end of June, so if you haven't spent all your money on CSGO skins, it's a great way to level up your summer style. And as I mentioned, this company is run by me and my brother, so by supporting Metzi in any way, you're also really helping support the channel. So check the link in the description if you're interested. There's links to our website, giveaway, and our Instagram, as even something as simple as following us on our socials really means a lot. So thanks a lot for that, and let's get back to the video. For our SMGs, let's start with the MAC-10 Sakaku for £2.67 in field tested. On the CT side, the MP9 Mount Fuji for £3.40 in minimal wear is a great option. Next up, the MP7 Bloodsport costs us £4.56 in factory new, so let's grab one of those. Then the P90 Tiger Pit isn't necessarily Asian or anime themed, but it did sort of remind me of the Japanese tiger artworks, and being that there were no better options, I decided to go for it, costing £7.46 in minimal wear. The PP Bison Bamboo print is another bamboo skin, costing £4.36 in factory new. And for our last SMG, we normally go for the UMP, but there wasn't really any good UMP skins that would fit this inventory, so I've decided to go for the MP5 Bamboo Garden for £2.08 in factory new. Okay, now it's rifles time, and let's start with the M4A1S Player 2 for £23.92 in field tested. The most anime themed of them all is probably the Temukao for £46.40 in field tested, but the Dragon King, Neo Noir, or even the Daybreak could all work in this inventory, so go ahead and take your pick. Staying on the CT side, the most expensive skin in this inventory is the AUG Akihabara Accept for around £850 in field tested. As the only red in the Rising Sun collection, this gun costs a lot, but it does fit the theme very well, so if you can afford it, it's a good one to go for. Lastly, for the CT side, we have the FAMAS Jin for £5.20 in minimal wear, which isn't Asian, but I like the look of it, and there isn't really any better options out there. For our T-side guns, let's start with the AK-47 Bloodsport for £86.29 in field tested, but I also think the Neon Rider could work well too for a bit cheaper, coming in at £39.14, also in field tested. For the SG, the Colony 4 sort of gives me anime vibes, and with a lack of other options, I've decided to go for it. That one comes in at £7.60 in field tested. The Galil Cami rounds out our T-side rifles for just £2.15 in factory new. For our Scout, let's go with the Turbo Peak for £4.57 in field tested. And lastly, for our weapon skins, let's grab the AWP Oni Taiji for around £360 in field tested. So now it's time to grab ourselves a glove and knife combo, and let's start with the gloves, for which I've chosen the Crimson Kimono Specialist gloves. There aren't really any better options or anything specifically anime themed, so let's grab a pair of these. In field tested, these will set you back around £1,300, so they are definitely some of the more expensive gloves in the game. And for a knife to pair with these, I think any of the Crimson web knives go well. I've decided to go for these Shadow Daggers, as they sort of feel like something a ninja would use, but I guess it also helps stop us spending a whole load more money on a knife, as a pair of these will cost you around £220 in minimal wear, which compared to the gloves isn't too bad. For those with a lot of money, my favourite would be the Butterfly knife, but of course expect to pay a lot of money for this. Lastly, for our Asian, the only ones that I figured looked even remotely like something out of an anime is any of the Bloody Daryl agents. Take your pick for which one you like the most, but I think I'd go for the strapped one personally. But that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop your inventory suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.